they didn't want to play Ice Climbers right now then, and that's perfectly valid. Like, oh, I'm tired, just got off work, I'm looking to just decompress with some melee, and I have to think really hard when I play versus Ice Climbers, and I don't want to do that right now. And they quit, and I don't blame them.
I couldn't agree more. I think there's this thing that, like, it's awful, but I catch myself doing it all the time. Like, let's say, for example, you play against a guy, you just barely lose to him. Like, it was so close. Even the assumption that it would be a guy in the first place, it could easily be a woman.
Yeah.
But, like, so speaking about preconceived notions, but yeah, you know, you play them, you lose, and then they immediately quit the next game, and you're like, God damn it, like, play me, like, don't run from me. Like, you have all these thoughts. But then when you're like, oh, crap, I got to get to work, it's like, I only got 5 minutes, and you leave, they go like, they're thinking the same thing, you know?
I think it's always funny when people are like, oh, they assume any quit is a rage quit.
Yes.
They might have somewhere to go.
Like, it's like, dude, does everyone just assume no Melee player has plans, which maybe is a credible assumption? But, like, come on, guys, we have places to go. We have things to see. Oh, the places we'll go.
Timeline had his stocks deleted real quick.
I love how my little allusion to a Dr. Seuss thing is like, oh, the places we'll go, and the answer is to work. You know, like maybe to the washroom, you know, like fun Melee player
so
stuff.
Canadian.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, bathroom.
You say process, and you say washroom.
Is it process?
Yeah.
I think I would say process as well.
Oh.
I might say both. I don't think I would say. Did I say process already?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. I think it's one of those things where I would alternate. Actually, I find that kind of like linguistic stuff interesting, just like the little subtle variations, like, you know, like route versus route or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because some of it is not so much even like country, it's more like region. Like if you live in Seattle, you're more likely to have similar
there we go.
habits to someone who lives in Vancouver. But
yeah,
I'm sure there's someone on Twitch chat being like, talk about the match.
Talk about the match.
So.
All right.
Ooh, love that empty land grab. Nice. All right, this is a very sizable lead from Umarth. Not surprising, given kind of what we know about Umarth as a player.
Yeah, and he's got, I mean, this is one of those things where it's just like, sometimes you question whether a character will have certain character experience. Like, oh, do you think this person's played at Dr. Mario? Do you think they have a good Peach in their region? No one has ever questioned, I wonder if this Marth is good versus Falco.
I do think that is definitely true. But I also think there's a thing in Melee that happens, and a really simple way to articulate it would be like, let's say, for example, every Marth you play, and this is perfect timing, doesn't power shield you, and then you play a Marth who like power shields almost everything. You almost need the like power shielding Marth experience, you know what I mean? Like, because you're like, okay, I can kind of just shoot lasers for free, I can kind of dictate the pace of the match, and all of a sudden the Marth you're playing is like, no, I dictate the pace of the match. I shoot your lasers back at you. And you're like, I'm not really used to dealing with that. I'm not really sure how to adapt to that. And Timeline might not be as used to kind of like playing the Umarth matchup when it is a player who is so capable like Umarth, or Umarth.
So Timeline this entire stock has done one after another things that I think are so good. And you can tell that this is just another situation where it's a levels thing. Because I think Timeline is really good. His slide off DI, immaculate. His tendency to use aerial multi-hit moves to do shield slide off on Umarth, you know, to knock him off platforms and then hit him anyway, so good. His mix-ups when he realizes his aerials aren't spaced correctly for a shine, so he'll do a down tilt or something else. Even his like ledge options and the way he'll position aerials to shield poke the head of Marth. Like, this dude is good. He just got bodied by Umarth the first game just because.
But has a lead right now, you know, like.
Hasn't had a chance to showcase. But yeah, I was really impressed with that first stock from Timeline.
Especially given the fact that, like, you know, nerves play a huge role, the kind of big stage plays a role. If you're a more experienced player like you, Marth, or at least like have more experience playing at major events, you're going to do a bit better. But Timeline, clearly a very capable player. Oh man, that's kind of like one of those frustrating moments where it goes for two, like an up tilt into an up air, and then just does a third up air and manages to connect it anyway. Yeah, and this is probably going to lead to a stock.
Oh, that's where you do the double.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely two applications to the double jab. One is to just cover kind of like the timing more leniently. And also, it's if people SDI up off of the first jab, the second jab will cover it, which isn't something we even see people do that much anyway, because people just do the double jab now so often. Oh, the Phantom dash attack not affecting him.
Yeah, I don't think even Umarth expected that because he didn't throw him.
Nice. Fraction tech chase. Keeps it going. Even gets the regrab there. That was kind of an ambiguous DI moment. Like, look at this beautiful punish sequence. That was the jump as well. Wasn't aware that he had taken the jump, though, and doesn't go for the down tilt.
Good spacing. Oh, trying to fake him out with that dash dance. See if we can get the platform protection. No,
Oh my god, the slide off was so good there. That's one of those moments where like you can kind of see why certain things that would be good in a situation where someone doesn't slide off becomes like pretty much terrible in situations where they do.
Umarth keeps dash dancing in front of Timeline. The last couple times Timeline has rolled and he gets that up B tech chase for the kill. And now it's like fool me once, shame on me kind of situation where Timeline's just not going to roll again probably. But now he's going to get opened up by staying in the corner.
Absolutely. Speaking of staying in the corner, Umarth doing a great job of getting out of it and even countering to cover this. Going to take a pretty big lead. Timeline, once again, kind of back against the wall, needs to make something happen. Like this pressure, surprised actually to see that he doesn't get a grab out of that, but it was because of the light shield. Oh, nice. Hearth killer maybe?
No, good stall.
That stall too was tricky because he almost got hit with a side B, but it was just like a good enough stall that he didn't and like regrabbed in time. If it was a bit slower, he would have lost his stock there.
Yeah, that stall should technically be invincible the whole way, but it's brain perfect, so it never really is.
Yes, exactly. Like it's one of those things where you can sit there and be like, haha, refresh, 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 but if someone just like throws you an F smash, you might get hit by it.
Yeah,
You're probably going to get hit by it, and that's going to end up the game with a beautiful Ken combo from Umarth. Great